Big finish.
What a voice! That's Jasmine Rice, the vocalist and New York drag artist who's taken Britain's Got Talent by storm. In the Wake TV's Shay sits down with this boundary-breaking performer for an exclusive conversation about Brits Got Talent, the history of opera and drag, and all things camp. Let's take a listen.
It's just such an honor, honestly, because as the first Korean American and a drag performer to make it to the finals, I think this is the first time in BGT history to ever make it as a drag performer.
You have a brilliant gift.
Thank you.
Both your singing and your presentation to me are just bright, shining gifts that you possess. And I can't thank you enough for sharing it with the rest of us, whether we deserve it or not, because clearly, I'm not sure if we did, if people weren't trying to hire you.
Honestly, I don't care if someone thinks that they deserve it or not, because I do this because I love what I do. I do this for self-pleasure. I think that's really important, because I think people in the audience can really tell if someone is really enjoying what they're doing up on stage. And I think that's where, I guess, the chill factor comes in, because as an audience member as well, when I see someone who's on stage and is giving their all and is really enjoying what they're doing and their craft, and they put the time and effort and money into it, you know what they're doing, and that's where the chill factor comes in. And I think that's
I was talking to your publicist before we started the interview, and was talking about your general appeal, and I was like, Jasmine is like the definition of camp, like, because you have these two thought process of anachronistic places, like the classical musical world, and then like drag, and the act, and people treat them like they are two things that are way far away from each other. But theater is so freaking verbose and over the top, because you're acting for people in the cheap seats in the back. When you smack those things together, I don't see how you can't have camp. That would happen later, and it's like, it's all different generations. Like, yeah, to you, this seems stuffy and classical, but at the time, this was electric.
That was like, Handel was a rock star. Handel was Rolling Stone. Like, Bach was DJ Khaled. Like, people don't understand not the problem. Also, the last time I checked, drag queens don't go into straight people's spaces. Most of the times when you go out to a gay bar, it's usually straight people coming into queer spaces to see what's really fun, because we do have more fun. We do celebrate life. We love each other hard, celebrate each other hard.
It helps you so much more fun.
Yeah, so I mean, it's very, very difficult.
Mozart was a madman. People don't even understand that he was crazy, right? He liked
partying. Talking about partying, he was a party animal.
All day, all night. That was part of the reason why Salieri kind of looked at him a little funny, because he was like, "Wait, I work hard, man."
Yeah,
it must be so difficult, because right now we are living in a time where your particular art form is very much under attack, and I feel like it's been a deep mischaracterization of who you guys are as performers. And I'm curious, so what would you tell other people about what drag is?
To me, drag is inspirational. For me, drag is what really gave me hope at a time when I was at lost. Drag is truly a therapy for me. Drag is just everything in my life. I would have to say, if anyone has a problem with drag entertainers or drag performers, they should have problems with the current sitting president, because he's the biggest drag queen I've ever met in my life. He doesn't even know how to match his foundation color to his skin tone. I mean,
that's embarrassing.
I don't understand how it's okay for someone like that to be in drag, because for me, that's drag, honey.
I mean, he certainly cosplays as a man.
That made in China necktie Trump label is as draggy as it comes. I just don't understand how they separate it. I think it's just literally they are looking for a scapegoat to whatever issues that they're having in their life, and they want
it's a distraction for sure.
I mean, honestly, I feel like everything is kind of campy in our world. It's just how we view it.
Mhm.
Just like how most of the people sometimes who are opposed to drag entertainers, they are somehow fine with Mrs. Doubtfire and Robin Williams
Exactly.
being in full drag, or going to a play or going to opera and seeing people in crazy makeups and costume. It's okay. And for a clown who has complete white face and have normal features blow up animal balloons at a child's party, but a drag queen story hour is inappropriate.
Which is
I
crazy.
think doesn't make sense. But if you go look at a construction worker down the street, they're wearing a neon vest with a neon hat with all those tools around their waist, and they're hot. That is very, very campy. Like
It is.
you
It's a
know.
can't, like, not for nothing, like, especially like in the 80s, like gay men were literally dressing up as uber straight archetypes as a joke.
Camp,
And,
camp. Even these finance bros with their vests and their brown shoes with their black socks and all those. That's very, very campy.